Now, this is not the press conference that everybody has seen. This is a prior one.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen this one.
That absolutely. We have the full permission and trust of the Anthony family and authorized for the Next Generation Action Network to speak today.
I play this one because he's saying here, we have the authorization from Karmelo Anthony's family for me to do this.
Yep.
So he's a spokesperson. They can't come in and later say, oh, well, we didn't know what he was going to say.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So now let's go to the next one.
That dude's just there for the money, by the way.
Oh,
he does not give a crap.
He's an absolutely reprehensible creature.
We cannot allow racism and bigotry to divide us. We cannot allow white America to decide when and how Black people can speak up against oppression. We do not pull the race card. We live it. Yes, this case is a tragedy.
All right, let's go to the next one. Just kind of hold your thoughts for a moment.
As we know it right now, Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony did not know each other. They did not know each other. Let's stop it. They were not at a party together. Let's stop the lies regarding this situation.
Okay, so the first case, he's saying the racial divide. We need to come together.
Yep.
Okay, what is he doing though?
Driving a wedge in between everyone and not pronouncing the victim's name correctly is a little ridiculous for the spokesperson of the family of the person who killed the person.
And the crazy thing is, he pronounces it Metcalf every time. I mean,
how did this guy get a job as a spokesperson? He can't even read.
I mean, and Metcalf is not even a common name.
Yeah, right? Metcalf is a very common name.
Yeah. Well, by the way, people have dug into this dude's past. That's coming. I think a lot of your viewers already know about it. But this guy is a real work of art. Let's go ahead and air it.
We will not allow our communities to go under attack. We know that when people see a white and a Black man in an unfortunate situation happen, that race always become a factor in that situation. And it's really because people don't want to really have a conversation about racial reconciliation in this country. In the current climate that we live in, where racism and bigotry is at the forefront, we don't really want to have these conversations. And so,
any comments?
No, I mean, I'll hold my comments till the end, but this, oh man.
Well, I'll tell you
saying it's just so much projection from this side. Oh. They're saying all the things that they're doing, like the racial division and like all of it. It's just.
Oh, hang on, I think here. He got paid to say it wrong. I don't know if he got paid to say it wrong. I think he's just twisting the knife by mispronouncing it on purpose.
I think so too.
Yeah. How would you translate what he's saying here? I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah.
What he's saying is, even in cases where race was not an issue, we should make it one.
Yeah.
We should have that conversation. In his mind, whenever a Black person and a white person get in conflict, race has to be raised.
And honestly, in this case, I don't think the actual crime itself had anything to do with race. I think it had to do with teenage hormones, to be fair.
Think about it this way. Austin Metcalf is on the track team. You don't think he doesn't have Black teammates?
He was like the captain of the football team too.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that there are probably some Black players on the team, right?
I would love for them to find some sort of witness that says that he was racist, like somebody who actually knew him beforehand, before that day.
By the way,
I doubt they would find anyone at all.
I do have a video of one of Austin's best friends that went on and talked about Austin. Yeah. And I don't know if we'll have time to get to it because, it's
because we talk too much.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is.
Okay.
But today's meeting was solely about the threats that have been going towards their home and ensuring that there is a fair and impartial investigation going on. And I want the public to know that our organization, along with attorneys, are doing everything they can to make sure that race is not a factor in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By injecting race into it.
Exactly. Exactly that.
By the way, one of my last videos, I went and looked into his organization. And it turns out that he co-founded this organization, the NGAN, with this woman that became his girlfriend, and then he beat the living hell out of her. So the co-founder of NGAN was beaten the hell out of by this dude.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're interested in that, go to my channel. I did this like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Okay, let's see here. Maybe we might have some. Oh yeah, I think he picked up the other kid's book bag and kind of shoved it against his chest, as the kids would do, and said, "Get out of here." I mean, that actually makes sense. I mean, I could see that happening, right?
Yeah.
The idea that he just came and started swinging on Karmelo is
Yelling the N-word, swinging on him.
Yeah, I mean, that's right out of a movie.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. We got one more here.
75 people they say they interviewed. Did they say anything about video was?
Yes, they have collected video.
So it is video of the incident.
Yes, they have collected video.
Okay, so here's what's interesting. He is saying that the police have collected video of the stabbing.
Wonderful.
Right?
Great news.
Why aren't you going out here and saying, "Hey, I've seen the video and I'm telling you Karmelo is innocent"?
I don't think he's seen the video.
Oh, I think he's kind of claiming he did.
Yeah.
Well, certainly the lawyer would have told him.
I bet the video makes him look really bad. I think the video is really bad for them. If they're video.
I mean, I'm a lawyer for the accused. The accused, name is being dragged through the mud. This could really taint the jury pool.
Yeah.
And I have a video that shows that my client is innocent.
Yeah.
I am going to tell the world. I mean, I'm going to tell them, look, the video shows that my client is innocent. And when you see the video, you're going to be embarrassed.
Yep. Yeah.
But they're not saying that. And that's not good. In fact, at no point does this dude in both press conferences say Karmelo is innocent.
He says it's self-defense.
No, I think he says that Karmelo is claiming self-defense. I don't think this.
He doesn't say it was self-defense.
No, I don't think he ever said Karmelo acted in self-defense.
Wow.
He said, in fact, I distinctly remember him saying the claim is that it was self-defense.
Okay.
Pretty weak. Okay.
They need to fire this guy.
Oh.
Yes.
Why did this young man have a gun? Excuse me. Why did this young man have a knife on his finger?
Okay, so the question was, why did he have a knife on him?
It's a very good question. Although I have a knife on me most of the time,
speak
and
to
a gun.
In regards to that, I can't speak to that, because I believe that, first of all, even if I had the answer to that or whatever, I wouldn't say it, because that's a part of his defense. And I think there's going to be an appropriate time where they're going to speak to what was going on. What
kind of bothers me about this, and the reason why I played it, is this seems like a very uncomfortable question for him.
Yeah, he's getting a little squirmy, huh?
Yeah. I mean, now keep in mind, Kyle Rittenhouse had an AR-15 with him.
Yeah.
Right? And Karmelo had a knife.
Yeah.
But Kyle was showing his gun to everybody as a deterrent, right? Don't mess with me. I'm armed.
Which, by the way, is the dumbest way to carry a gun. Open carrying is the dumbest way to carry a gun, in my opinion.
Right. He can't conceal carry.
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah.
So the AR-15 open carry was about the only thing he really could have done, other than maybe using a shotgun. But a shotgun would have probably ended up not being too good for him that night. But so, and the reason why I bring this up is one of my latest videos. I ask, why didn't Karmelo show Austin the knife? Pull it out. Hey, sucker! Look what I got.
Yeah.
Instead, Austin had no idea that he was in danger.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a problem for me.
Yeah, a lot of people, I guess you would say, on our side, although I don't like, I like to look at each case as a separate entity. I don't go with a side just because it's my side. But most of the people who are on our side with this case have the question, why did he even have a knife? I don't even have that big of a problem with him having a knife. It's the fact that he used the knife in the way that he did, if that makes sense. I think everybody has the right to be armed.
Well, okay,
Even
so
even Carmelo Anthony.
there are rumors that he had been suspended for possessing the knife before. I don't know if those are true.
Yeah.
If I'm the defense attorney, I think I can work that. I
Well,
could say, "Hey, he always carries a knife."
yeah. Well, here's the thing: is even if it was against the school rules and whatever rules of the stadium, I still think I think those rules are dumb, and I think he should be able to have a knife.
Well, okay. So the law in Texas is it's 5.5 inches. If it is five
That's
and
a
a half
five
inches
and a
or
half inches
larger,
is a huge. No, usually it's like 3 inches in most places, right?
yeah, that's a pretty good sized knife.
Yeah, it
And,
is. That's like yeah,
and
that's a huge
I don't
knife.
think he's been charged for the knife. So it indicates to me that the knife probably wasn't that big.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay, now,
everybody's got a pocket knife. Where I live, everybody's got a pocket knife on them all the time.
right. But
So,
now keep in mind the pocket knives I'm used to, folding knives, right?
yeah, yeah.
If he had enough time to open a blade on one of those, then I think he could have left the scene without having to stab somebody.
Oh, yeah.
A pocket knife
Well,
is not a very good weapon.
we don't know what kinda knife he had, do
No.
we? Yeah.
Now, it said it was a black knife. That's all we've heard.
Do we know if it was a fixed blade or a
Well, again, I think that if it was like a folding pocket knife, I just don't see that. I mean, I would
yeah.
think, but then again, he had it in his bag. It
Well,
wasn't
I'm
in his
wondering if he
pocket.
had like a K-bar knife or something like that, like a fixed blade,
The Gurkha
like
knife or something.
yeah.
I don't know. And I'm surprised that we don't have pictures of it. You would have thought that that would have been released because
Well,
the picture of the weapon is almost always broadcast.
I'm worried. Well, I'm not worried, but I wouldn't be surprised if this case is not broadcast at all because of the age of the accused.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
I'm
that wouldn't
hoping that
stop
it's
Rittenhouse.
I'm hoping that it goes the way a lot of these big cases go where we can watch the whole thing, but
I
and
don't think it's
dissect it
going to go
for
to
ourselves.
trial. I don't think it's going to go to trial. They're going to offer him a plea deal down to manslaughter. He'll take it because
Yeah.
the evidence is overwhelming, and that'll be the end of it.
Well, and
He'll
I
get
don't
10
have a
years.
problem with a manslaughter charge in this case. I really don't think I think it was like a split-second decision. He did say, "Touch me and see what happens," so that does like, the premeditation doesn't have to be days or hours or even minutes. It can be a couple of seconds of premeditation. But for a 17-year-old, I just don't know that his whole life needs to be ruined,
Mhm.
to be in jail for the rest or prison for the rest of his life for this.
A Kenosha cat says he could have opened it in the bag. True, but the thing is, the problem I have is time. If he had time to do that, then he had time to walk away. This was not a sudden attack that he had to pull a knife and defend himself real immediately. And imminence is a major part of the self defense deal.
Oh, yeah. I don't
So
think this was self-defense at all, to be fair.
no,
But even if it wasn't self-defense, I think 15 to 20 years is a reasonable sentence.
see. I don't mind it. I don't mind the manslaughter deal. I just don't
Mhm.
hope they. I just hope that they don't bring it down like 2 years.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know.
No, no, no. I'm saying
Mm.
it needs to be at least 15. At
And
least.
for the record, I mean, and I know a lot of people are going to be astonished and probably unsubscribe. I don't think that Carmelo is necessarily a bad kid,
Yeah, I
but
don't think so either.
he had worked himself up into this masculine kind of like nobody's going to mess with me today.
Yeah.
I got my knife, and I have a feeling that he, as you said, he got carried away with it. And I bet as he was running, he realized, "What have I
These
done?"
teenage hormones, I'm telling you, they're crazy,
Yeah. Yeah.
especially with boys.
And you see it with people carrying guns, right? They're
Mhm.
almost kind of secretly hoping that they have to use it. I mean, I carry a gun pretty
Yeah.
much a lot. And I am always thinking, because if you see a conflict, you're always thinking, now, under what circumstances am I going to pull the gun on? And what circumstances am I going to shoot
Mhm.
somebody? You have to always think about that. And Carmelo wasn't.
Yeah.
He just reached it, and the guy pushed him, and he, without thinking, he
Yep.
stabbed the dude. You have to pay a price for that,
I
but
You
people
say
are calling
without
for the
thinking,
death
but
penalty, and it's
I think he was thinking. I think he was of the mindset where you said where some of the people who carry guns are almost hoping for a chance to
Mhm.
use it. when the witness said, he said, touch me again and see what happens. I think he was of that mindset where he did have a knife and he did want to have a chance to use it.
I think so too. But I don't think at that moment he understood the gravity of killing
Oh,
someone,
absolutely.
you know?
I don't think any
And
17-year-old really can
I guess
understand
people
it.
are calling for the death penalty and stuff. I mean, come
No,
on.
absolutely not.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Okay, let's see what we got here.
I'll just end with this. In an interview that I know that any prosecutor that got hold of this case wouldn't have never wanted the brother of Austin Metcalf to do is say what he said on the news.
I just want to point something. Could you pause it for a second?
Sure.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I used to be an optician.
Mhm.
And when he turned sideways, I think these glasses are fake, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
I think
really?
these glasses are to make him appear to be smarter than he actually is. And here's why I say this. When somebody has a glasses prescription, when they turn sideways and you can see the outline of their face, it's not
Mhm.
going to match up in real glasses.
Well, you can see it here. I mean, around the very left edge,
It's going to be
it's
it
straight
looks
down. Let me
smooth.
step back and see. Well, let's see here. Let me back
When
it up a bit.
when it's not real
Is say
glasses,
what he said on the news.
do you
The
see
brother
how
of
there's
Austin
no
Metcalf
Oh, wait, shoot. I had it there.
that got hold of this case.
Right there. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yep, I think these are fake glasses to make him
I
look
mean,
smarter.
there is no deflection,
Nope. Yep.
refraction.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think you're right.
He's
Those
a
are
big
fake.
faker. In more ways than one, probably.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if
Wouldn't
that
have
matters.
never
I just wanted to point
wanted
it
the
out.
brother of Austin Metcalf to do is say what he said on the news. And it is clear. It is clear. In his own words, he stated that Karmelo Anthony said, "Don't put your hands on me."
Can you believe it? He actually thinks that Carmelo warning Austin that that somehow is going to absolve him of the stabbing.
He does think that. Yeah.
Yeah, he absolutely does. He's saying, well, old Hunter and Metcalf should never have said that. Like, that's going to get Austin, or that's going to get Carmelo off the hook.
Yep. I think that you need to figure out what degrees this guy is claiming to have and look into those like you do with Rashard Ritchie. Because I
I
think
don't
he
know if
might
he
be. I think
claims
he's a
any.
big faker.
Yeah, I don't know if he claims any. I haven't seen any claims of it.
Check his LinkedIn.
Oh man. Okay.
I put you on a. I gave you a little task for this week.
Okay, you've given me a little thing to do here.
I don't trust this guy as far as I can throw him, is what I'm saying.
And if anybody got a problem with what I said today, if anybody who continues to say that race is not a factor, if anybody who continues to say all of these insinuating things that I saw on social media, then you might look at yourself in the mirror and say, you're the problem.
No, Carmelo Anthony's the problem.
Yes.
Now, whether he's guilty or not is what we're going to find out, but it's not us.
Yeah.